Hey, what's up, Math Rockstar? Today we're going to be talking about ratio and proportion. You might be wondering, what is a ratio? How do we write them? And you may hear the word ratio and think, wait, like X or Twitter when you say somebody got ratioed? And, well, yeah, sort of. Well, in math terms, a ratio is a comparison of two quantities of the same units that indicates how much of one is present in the other. It can be expressed as a simplified fraction using a colon or using the word to. In this case, if I asked for a ratio of shares to retweets or likes, this is the way we might do it. You can't really see the numbers too well, but the shares are 61,000. The retweets are a 2100 and the likes are 6100. If I did retweets to shares, I'd put 21 over 61 when it reduces. It reduces down in those three ways. Those are the three ways you write them. Shares to likes would be 61,000 over 6,700. They reduce to 610 over 67, and that's the way you reduce them. And retweets and likes to shares, you would add the retweets and likes first, then 27,700 is what they add to over 61,000, and you reduce to 277 over 610. Now that we have covered ratio, let's talk a bit more about the word proportion. What is it to be proportional? Well, a proportion is when two ratios are said to be proportional if they're equivalent to one another. So, for example, if I had the ratio A over B and the ratio X over Y, if they are equal to each other, that would mean that you can cross multiply to check if they're equal. A times Y, if you cross multiply, would be equal to B times X. And there's a little more information we could say about proportions as fractions right here, and the idea here is that you're going to be comparing them using cross multiplying and also learning how simplifying fractions can help you tell too. If we do the cross multiply method, let's say that we had the ratios 3 over 4 and 6 over 8. Are they proportional? You'd multiply the 3 times the 8 since they're diagonal. It's cross multiplying. 3 times 8 is 24. Do the same thing with the 6 and the 4. 6 times 4 is also 24. Since they're both equal, yes, they are proportional. Do the same thing for B there. 5 over 7 and 9 over 10. 5 times 10 is 50. 7 times 9 is 63. Those are not proportional because they're not equal. There's also a second method called find the rule. You'd go from small to big and see if it follows the same rule going from small to big across tops and then across bottoms. So going across the top, 3 to 15. 3 times 5 is what makes 15. 5 and 25 are on the bottom. 5 times 5 is what makes 25. And so, yes, they are proportional. They follow the same rule going from 3 to 15 and 5 to 25. They both multiply by 5. If we look at the second fraction, we got 6 over 13, and we're comparing that to, in this case, 18 over 27. 6 times 3 does equal 18. If we do the same rule, 13 times 3, that does not equal 27, though. So they don't follow the same rule. They aren't proportional. Next look at this would be proportions in tables. Another way to represent proportions can be using tables. The question you ask is it constant when I divide? So let's take a look at these two tables. For table A, the top and the x's goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bottom's y's go 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. The idea for a relation to be proportional is that if you are to divide the y by the x, it has to be the same rule. Likewise, if you multiply the x to get to the y, it has to be the same rule. 1 times 3 makes 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And so on, they all multiply by 3. Therefore, table A is showing a proportional relationship. If I look at table B, though, from 2 to 4 times by 2, from 3 to 7 doesn't do the same rule. You can technically stop there, but if you do the rest of them, it also doesn't follow a consistent pattern or rule, so they're not proportional. One other thing to note is that if you do that y divided by x, that finds you the unit rate. So in that case, if you look at the top one with the one that's proportional, each of them, if you divide y by x, equals 3. So 3 is considered the unit rate. And that brings us to the last part of what we're covering here is another way to represent proportions would be as graphs. There's 3 rules you want to follow to test if a graph is representing a proportional relation. To tell if a graph is proportional, it must pass through the origin, which is 0, 0, be a straight line, and have a constant rate for y over x. As a fun little note there, that y over x rate, when you reduce it, is known as slope in this particular case, since it's talking about a graph. If we look at graph A, there are points labeled on there. You can see the line clearly passes to the origin in the middle, 0, 0. It is a straight line, and the constant rate for y over x would break down to, if you look at each xy pair, the y divided by x breaks down to 2 every time, so it is proportional. If you look at part B, none of those rules are true. It doesn't pass through the origin, it's not a straight line, and the constant rates are all over the place, so it is not proportional. So what did we learn today? Ratios measure a relation between two quantities of the same type. Ratios can be written as fractions with a colon or using the word to. Proportions exist when two ratios are equivalent. Ratios are proportional when they have equivalent fractions or they have the same unit rate, which is the same thing as slope sometimes. And unit rate is y divided by x. Proportions can be represented as fractions set equal in tables or as graphs. And lastly, proportional graphs pass through the 0, 0, the origin, are straight lines and have the same y to x unit rate or slope for each point. Now you try on your own. Have a great day.